Hi, my name is Jonathan and I represent the constituency of Wrexham in the Welsh Youth Parliament, the first ever Welsh Youth Parliament in fact, and I'm 16 years old. So yeah, I think the purpose of the Welsh Youth Parliament, it's quite simple really, to get the opinion of the young people across Wales and to bring change, to listen to them. Many countries across the world have already got a Welsh Youth Parliament, and up until this point, Wales as a country didn't have one in the same format, and it's a great privilege and it's very important that we can now say we do have a Welsh Youth Parliament, that the young people of everywhere, from all over Wales itself, has a voice, and it's a great thing to be able to say. So yeah, I think it was really, really good. I really did enjoy the first Welsh Youth Parliament meeting down in the Assembly in Cardiff. It was really enjoyable when we got to go into the Assembly on the Saturday. That was probably the best part for me, because it was quite a historical day really, and it's great that I can say I was a part of that. So it's such a historical day to say that where the actual Assembly members sit, we got to sit in their seats. Where they normally give their speeches, we got to give our speeches, and where their voices are heard, our voices were heard. It's quite surreal, if I'm honest. And apart from the enjoyment of that day and the importance of the Saturday, I really enjoyed meeting the other 59 members. There's 60 of us in total, and although we had different opinions, different political opinions, some believed one thing, some were something completely different, there was one thing that united us all, and that was the common goal that we wanted to bring change, that we did want to listen to the young people. We did have a heart for, and we do have a heart for political things, and we realised that it is going to affect us. It's not just the older generation, but we are going to be the generations to come that's going to suffer if we don't do something. And that was just great to make friends, talk politically and non-politically. It was really good. So yeah, I think it's really, really important that we do represent the young people. I haven't been voted in to be a member of the Welsh Youth Parliament just to represent myself. I don't go there just to say I think. I go there to say, well, we think. And so I have to come up with ways, how do I get their opinion? So far, during my campaign and after my election leading up to the last weekend, I've ran many different surveys, asking what do you think is the most important issue? How do you think your voice is heard? Do you think that the county councils, assembly members, the politicians listen to you? Those type of questions, and I've got a very positive response. I work on social media. That's probably my main platform. So I've got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, really good areas, and there's so many young people who are on them. I am a member of Wrexham's Senedd Ifanc, Wrexham Youth Parliament, and that's great because there's different people on as part of that who are from different schools, different areas across Wrexham, and it's a place for me to go to them, me to tell them what I'm working on in the Welsh Youth Parliament, and ask them, well, what do the people you know think? Can you do this for me? Can you give these surveys out? It's a great opportunity it's a network really, and it's important to have these large and vast networks in the local areas. I hope to go around different schools. So I am my own school. I've done a few presentations in my campaign, and now I'm hoping to go around just doing different presentations on what is the Welsh Youth Parliament, what we're doing now, where are we aiming to go, because ultimately I'm here to represent the young people, but also to update them. What's going on? What am I doing? What's the news about what you want? So I think that it's a common thing that people think that young people don't like politics, they don't want to be a part of it. And I think to an extent, that is true. And it's a saddening thing, it's quite a frightening thing. And that's why I think it's really important we do increase political youth participation. Because ultimately, we are the young people that everything that's going on now is going to affect. The decisions that are being made now in the Assembly, in Westminster are going to affect us. So I think it's hypocritical and it's wrong and it's dangerous, really, to say it's not going to affect me. It may not affect you now, but in 5-10 years, it may well affect you. If the council's making a decision on housing or money and funding for education or something down those lines, and you say, well, I'm not in that boat yet. What I would say to you is, but what if you want to buy a house in 5 years or 6 years? This is the chance now to make a change, to get your voice heard. And I think I'd say to people, vote. If you are old enough to vote, take the opportunity. It's a privilege. People have fought for you to get the ability and the right to vote. And even if you're not old enough to vote, I'm not old enough to vote, but I'm a member of the Welsh Youth Parliament. You don't need to do exactly the same things as I do, but there's just so many things that you can do to be politically active. Join a forum or write a blog. Talk to your school friends simply or your family about what's going on around you. And I think another reason the importance of being politically active is because politics affects everyday life. If we just take away party politics, the fact that you're going to go on your news app and look what's going on around you in the political world, if you're just going to take a step back from your own little, your life that's going on and just look what's the wider perspective and what's the wider photo, you will see that things build up, so they will affect you. So I genuinely do, and I'm very passionate about this, that the young people, such as myself, do get active politically and it's quite a heavy responsibility. It shouldn't be taken lightly.